There we go. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm adding it to my wish list, fighting. How y'all doing? Okay, I believe we're good. Yeah, we're recording and everything. Yay, good. Okay, so. Hey, everybody. Hello. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Is my voice working? As I was trying to say, hey everybody, Mazer here, and welcome back to The Good Life, the crazy, psychotic game made by Sweary that has murder, strange conspiracies, Arthurian legends, aliens, ancient military secrets, and people who transform into dog and cats. Which, by the way, as we are this far into the game, I can easily say that people transforming into dog and cats was the least weirdest thing we have seen. It is like a joke. Like, you start the game off, and you're like, oh wow, everyone's a dog or a cat. That's pretty weird. Well, the game's like, haha, you don't know what weird is. Like, at all. You're cute in thinking that animals becoming human and human becoming animals is strange. That's actually quite normal compared to everything else that goes on in this game. Exactly. Oh, you turn into a dog and cat and you think that's weird. You're so cute. It's like this game's one giant dare. Like, people are like, I dare you get weirder, and the game's like, okay. And people are like, I dare you get even weirder, and the game's like, okay. Just gonna harvest my sunflowers real fast, and then we'll get moving. I figured we're not gonna work on grinding that much today. Oh, is my inventory full? We're going to head straight towards the mission. No, Chewy. I see what you're up to. No. No. I'm denying my cat hit my lap, so now he's going to jump on me in defiance. He does that. No, Chewy. Go on. You know, there's a lot of mysteries to this game we have never figured out, such as how did this man lose his arm? We never did discover why Lynette only has one large arm. She sort of gave a hint at one point. She said it had something to do with arm wrestling, apparently. 3, 2, 1, here comes a kitty cat. I'm just getting ready for him to jump in my lap, getting all the wires out of the way. Excuse me. Are you coming up here or not, dude? Ah, Jesus. We're going to start having issues here. I can already tell. I'm okay, Jack. Relax. All right, hold on. Ah, God damn. Stop. Give me 1 second, everyone. Come on, Jack. Okay, I'm alive. I'm awake. So you're getting a blooper reel now, huh? Jesus. So usually before bed I take an allergy pill, one of those 24-hour ones. I'm usually good in the morning after I do that, and apparently I forgot to do that, and now I'm all screwed up. Oh, what a lovely way to start our stream. Of course he is. Why would you hire an American? We always use Americans to portray Australians. I feel like it's their revenge. Come on, little sheep. Let's go back home. Whatever this final story must be, we should get a huge reward considering we still owe like 20 million pounds. Alright. There we go. That's perfect. Sums up your game perfectly. Oh, so this is going to be funny. So I got all the items necessary for a quest, which was to get the beach ball, the umbrella. I got all that done, right? So I spent all this time getting the materials, which is not easy because you got to go to specific spots on the map to find them. I put them outside my garden, only to discover anything you put outside the garden deletes itself once you leave the house. So all that hard work, gone. Okay. We'll leave it there. Alright, let's go check the email. Let's see what this final mission starting point it really is. All right. Uh-oh. Let's read E's warning. An uninvited guest will soon arrive. Beware them. I don't know whether you'll give this mail proper reading or not. And I don't have the power or influence. And I don't have the power to influence you in doing so. But let me just say this. Good or life. The choice is up to you. What is E? E's like god dang freaking Jigsaw. Good or life. The choice is yours. This is a private email, so I'm sending it from my phone. You're familiar with Dr. Nicholas Anderson, the leader of the science team. He's an extraordinary man. A while back, he won a ton of essay contests offered by the government and private enterprises. He earned his first degree when 14 years old. But as I touched on in one of my previous messages, he has social issues. All of his scholarships and joint study researches ended up being cut off before he could finish on them. He's also been accused of power and sexual harassment more than a few times. Okay. Our CEO, Miss Kelly, is a big fan of Dr. Anderson and has somehow managed to snuff out all the accusations he's received thus far. In fact, rumor has it that when she hired him to work at Morning Bell, she forced him to sign a contract that stated he would never post on any social media site, personally or as a representative of Morning Bell. I know that meeting him in person may leave you a bit angry. Uh-oh. There's been a very sudden development that has changed things in a big way. After completing the analysis of the 3 samples you gave us, Cortana's Edge, the glowing moss, and the vampire's blood, Anderson suddenly said he needed to do some field work. We're currently waiting for our CEO to respond, but it seems like everything else has been finalized within our department. Our science team should arrive at Rainy Woods by 3 p.m. tomorrow. There's no need for you to prepare anything special, of course. Just think of it as a little vacation. Oh, and Daniel sent us a detailed report on local restaurants. He had a lot of criticism regarding their seafood. I almost forgot. I'll be accompanying the team. Oh. Wow. My boss is showing up. There's no spa, no nail salon, no gym, and no freaking pool! Interesting. Alright, we got some time to kill. I guess, yeah, until 3 p.m. tomorrow. Side quest time! Let's see here. Alright, let's do this one. This guy's treasure hunting. Alright. I talked to him while offline one time. And he wants us to get 3 photos that should lead him to a supposed treasure. We'll just see about that. Ah, here's one. Let's see here. There's one over here somewhere, according to the map. Alright, so one in the mountains, one in the valley. Okay. It's shrine time. Come on, little sheep. Let's go up north first. Ugh, allergies suck. How's that? How would they find that side quest? Oh yeah, guys, I need to kick a deer.
Naomi, what are you doing?
Well, I died. Deer kicked my ass.
Damn you!
Really now?
So you have to replay it to get it? I just lost $1,000 because of that death. What a royal pain in the butt. So the only way for somebody to organically find that one is to, like, put the controller down for on that exact moment, get up, grab a drink or something, come back, and then be like, hey, wait, this option just popped up out of nowhere. That's funny. You know, that's exactly how they intended it. It's like, yeah. Alright, let's see if we can defeat this deer. I mean, if we beat a bear, we could beat a deer, right? Yeah, we got it. Okay, so defeat a oh, we gotta do it while it's highlighted? Oh, that's lame. I don't have any first aid kits. Let's try this again. Oh.
Naomi, what are you doing?
Balls! Oops. Oops! Well, the science team will be here. Head to town square we go. Actually, I want to get over this cold real fast. You don't want to meet a science team while sick.
How are you feeling?
I did catch a cold, yes.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, Insomniacs.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Seriously? Seriously?
Would you mind getting a Hayward? A headache.
Go on.
I don't know how to get a headache, though. But our stamina's back up, so that's all that matters. Alright, so for everyone who is joining us, we have a research team coming to town. And we're officially starting the main, I guess, finale of the game? I don't know. And we also died twice from a red deer. Oh, great.
But today's not a payment day, is it?
None of your business. Just do us both a favor and keep your mouth shut.
Huh? Hey! Wait! Hey!
I told you to keep your mouth shut.
What just happened? Where am I?
Fine.
Silence, subhuman! Nothing infuriates me more than creatures that can somehow speak despite having no concept of how to properly discuss a topic. No, this subhuman questioning me in any way is a punishable offense. Subhuman. Mr. Anderson. But some subhumans have the capability to coincidentally induce positive effects, much like the pattern I'm currently observing. Go on, thank your luck or your god, as you subhumans are so quick to do. Does that say edibles? And now, behold! Feast your eyes on these relics. There is certainly a better term for them. I know, but this will do for now. Alone, each relic is the equivalent to nothing more than a piece of garbage. No, they are garbage, plain and simple.
That's science for you.
But when all three are utilized in unison, what do they create? A prime example of shocking, astonishing science. I was trying to say astounding. And so, I hereby name this scientific phenomenon the Trinity Incredibla. The Trinity what now? I'll decide its official name later. There are more important things to deal with. Yes, it makes perfect sense. Now that I've come all this way to the United Kingdom, I will use an empirical approach to tease out the secrets of the Trinity Incredibla blah. Open those turbid eyes of yours and watch closely, subhuman. This guy's a jerk. Hey! What are you doing with the Berrymans?
I told you to silence yourself, subhuman. Now, commencing with today's exposure experiment on specimens A, B, and X. Exposure time, 3 seconds. End report. Now for a short lecture on the constituent parts of the Trinity Incredibilis.
Incredibilis.
This tank contains a culture of glowing moss. One might consider this moss the main power source of the Trinity Incredibilis. Next, we have this gun. The gun itself bears no intrinsic value. Just a regular kid's water gun from a regular mall with some slight modifications. The key here is what I attach to the muzzle. Cortana's edge. With this, I can provide directivity to the energy that is released.
Where are we going with this?
But this alone is not enough to birth true science. And so I will inject vampire's blood into the cylinder of this gun. This, in turn, will function as a catalyst. Behold, the Trinity Incredibilis. Exposure Experiment 1 completed. Confirming transformations of specimens A and B. No effects witnessed on specimen X. Proceeding to Exposure Experiment 2. Exposure Experiment 2 completed. Confirming new forms of specimens A and B. No effects witnessed on specimen X. End report.
This can't be good.
What is he
Well,
up to?
subhuman, has the power of the Trinity Incredibilis ray shocked you to your very core? This is the power of science. The driving force that allows you subhumans to live your days in peace and happiness. As you can see, this ray only affects those who hail from this town. But through repeated experimentation, I will quickly acquire the answer to this mystery. For that is the power of science. Science. Can you imagine it, subhuman? If every human could transform into an animal, every last societal problem would disappear in a flash.
What it?
We could turn all the unproductive subhumans like you into cats and dogs, solving the world's population and hunger problems. And that's only the beginning. Next, we'd employ militaristic might against ignorant savages who deny scientific prowess.
This guy's a total psycho.
Elizabeth's wheelchair is in this warehouse, by the way. Subhuman, are you listening to me? Yeah, I'm listening. I currently lack the required number of specimens. I need a wider variety of samples. and you will bring them to me. Samples? I gave you an order. You ought to bring me several more townspeople to me at once.
Seriously?
Lost your mind.
Don't you dare try to reinterpret my orders using different words. I will now allow you to waste another second of my time, for it would cause the entire human race to suffer. Your ignorance is nothing short of betrayal to all mankind. This is your last mission. Upon completion, Morning Bell News will award you amply for your performance. That's right. You'll be able to pay off your entire debt. All you need to do is obey my orders. Complete your tasks like a good robot would. An ideal job for any subhuman. Wouldn't you agree? Just imagine it. Imagine what could happen in a world where humans are free to change into dogs and cats whenever they wish. We'd be able to track each other's pee. Ho! An uncharacteristically sharp assertion, subhuman. What if the detection dogs you see in airports could actually converse with elite narcotics agents? And what if police dogs could speak with veteran officers? No, what if they were the veteran officers themselves? Yeah, that might be cool. She's apparently indebted to her job. Like, she owes $30 million to her job somehow. Science! And when it becomes a commodity, those who assisted in discovering and researching the relics may even earn something. I could put in a recommendation for you, you know. If I remember, that is. As long as I do a good job, is that it? It appears as though you've finally begun to understand your place in the machine, subhuman.
For the sake of science.
In which case, there's no more time to waste. Bring me the following 3 specimens at once. Well, which one will you go after first? Make up your mind. They might be umbrella. An immature specimen. Okay.
For the sake of science.
In other words, I need you to bring me a filthy little brat. Do note that you won't find many to choose from, as is par for the course in the countryside of any advanced nation. In any case, it is absolutely essential that I get my hands on an immature specimen. I cannot afford to be choosy here. Bring me Emma McCulley. Now get to work.
Swine!
I like that. Why don't you use the White Brothers? They told me to kick an animal. For the time being, I'd like to refrain from any unnecessary clashes with Rudman White. And it will be easy to force the McCulleys into accepting an offering in the form of compensation after all is said and done. In addition, Acquiring Emma will also bring me Charlotte and Clay as well. Can a creature of your intelligence comprehend the full scope of how rational a choice this is? Just feed the brat some food laced with catnip when she transforms into a cat. Then, once she's too dazed to stand up straight, drag her here. That's always the best way to deal with snotlings. That's Elizabeth's chair. This is horrible. Don't mind me. I'm just going to take photos of everything in her lab for evidence. I'm really bad at this, Mr. Anderson. No, it's I don't want to kidnap children, though.
Alright there.
You look worse for wear. Let me guess, you're hungry. I'm just tired. The job I'm working right now is a real pain in the ass. Speaking of which, do you serve anything with catnip in it? Catnip? My, now that's not an order you get every day. Let me have a think. Right, I think your choices might just be stargazy pie with catnip or catnip leaf summer pudding. Oh, good grief, what can I say? I'm a pro. Just promise me you won't be using my food for anything untoward. Of course not. I promise. You will need to be especially careful on those 2 days between a full moon and new moon. If you walk around with food that has catnip in it during a time like that, a member of Team Cat might find themselves in a right old state. Good grief, thinking about it gives me the wibblies.
Yeah. Yeah. Woohoo!
Did I just eat it? I did. Oh, screw this. I'm going to learn this as a recipe. Make my own catnip. Of course it costs $4.20. It has the good catnip in it. Alright, so we gotta do this on a day there's going to be a new moon. So we gotta fast forward time a little bit. Oh, there's one easy way to do this. You made it, Smirky!
Huh?
It's Monday. It's Tuesday! That's perfect. I think two more, let's see. It's Thursday! Man, we just slept through this whole goddamn week. Yeah, I think one more nap should lead us to the day where the town resets to cat and dog. Alright, Smirky, should we catch you up with what happened? So our newspaper sent a scientist in to do more research on what's going on. Oh, bunnies. And he built this. I got a frog in my throat. Basically, it's a ray gun that forces people to become animals. And the psychopath, which is this jerk right here. This is my favorite photo, actually. I'm going to upload this now. This lunatic plans on basically transforming the human race into animals, and then he wants to send all the homeless people or lazy people or people on welfare and turn them into animals to help solve world hunger and the housing crisis. He's a jerk. Let's just put it that way. He's a real big jerk. Yeah, it is. And for some reason, he has Elizabeth's wheelchair. That's the wheelchair of the girl who was murdered. I low-key believe he might be talking about, like, maybe using them as food? Okay, let's see if we can trigger the, okay. I tell you all, though, this game has taken a really strange twist. Like, I didn't expect us to have to defend the town people from a psychopath. And now he wants me to kidnap children. Alright. It's officially nighttime. Okay, they're not turning into animals. Or does that happen at 11? Shoot, I don't know. Well, nobody's in the town square. Usually everyone's in the town square. So we might need one more day.
Huh?
The wind outside is absolutely insane right now.
Huh?
Nope, I think I still need another night. There we go. That's definitely going to give us the time we need. No, it's no tornado. It's just really bad desert wind. That's all. All right. I wonder if the food is still on the counter. Oh, God, it is. Okay.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
I mean, if they turn everybody in town into animals,
Yeah, baby.
who's going to take care of these sheep? Alright, what is that? That's 7. No, that's 4. What time is that? Minus 12? That's 7:30. Alright, this should be it. Everybody should be transforming very soon. If not already. Let's just hope the catnip is out. I need Emma, Clay, or Charlotte when they're in kitty cat form. There we go. Get down, Chewie. Everybody should be a kitty cat now. Now we gotta go drug a kid. Ugh. This is horrible. I don't think I've ever seen the kids as animals. Have you? Oh, she's a kitten. She's a striped calico. She's a two-faced kitty. Oh no.
Guess it really does work.
Well done. Leave the rest to me.
Well done, huh? Am I really doing the right thing?
No.
Once my debt gets paid off, I can finally escape this hellhole. I just did what I had to, okay?
Oh no. What's the report? I see you finally found the first specimen. But what are you waiting for? Go collect the other 2 right now. You have 2 left to find. Let's get an exceptional specimen.
For the sake of science.
It's hard to find much variety in a bland prehistoric village such as this, but so be it. Martha Berryman should do fine as my average adult female specimen. Oh no, we need to kidnap Lynette. How is Lynette exceptional? Imbecile! These rural bottom feeders are nothing more than the epitome of mediocrity. Any variance is a sliver of natural deviation, but Lynette possesses monstrous strength that is foreign to most females. She is deserving of special attention. That's called gender bias, in case you didn't know.
Mine.
Subhuman! How dare you accuse me of being sexist? When I say gender, I mean gender as seen from a biological perspective, physical and mental advantages. I simply wish to thoroughly analyze all the elements that can influence future test results, and nothing more. Steal one of her sheep and bring it here. Once Lynette finds out that her sheep is here, she'll come on her own accord. You would be wise to go for the sheep when everyone else is asleep. I have a secret exit prepared for it. All right, jeez. What are you standing around for? I really hope this guy gets what's coming to him. Well, it's still nighttime, so I guess we should be able to steal a sheep. I am loving the fact that Naomi actually feels really bad about all of this. He's a Reddit user. I'm sorry, Lynette. I'm a sheep stealer. How did it come to this? Relax, it'll be okay. Now I have to deliver it to a mad scientist. Yeah, it really did. I'm betraying the whole town. And they've been nothing but sweet to me. And none of this is getting us closer to the murder. Okay, that should do it. Why am I so sure about that? It's too late to be doubting myself. That mad scientist isn't working alone. He's got all of Morning Bell News backing him up. If I try to mess with them in the name of my own pathetic little justice, they'll just fire me and hire someone else to do the job. It'll be better for everyone if I handled this, as opposed to someone who doesn't know anything about how this town works. Nice job back there. Yeah, if you say so.
Right.
I'm headed out to Burley's farm. I'll leave the rest in your hands. The farm, but why? You did your part. Now it's time for me to do mine. They say that good work only ever follows a good rest. So go home and rest for today. I wonder what keeps him so motivated to do his job. I have not, actually. I woke up and went straight to the live stream. Is it... Oh, that's Illumination. I was going to say, is it the new Gru movie? You subhumans are so slow, unproductive creatures. Now then, allow me to jog your inferior memory regarding the third and final specimen.
For the sake of science.
Do note the term highly intelligent is only used in a comparative sense, as far as rural inhabitants go. And I've already satisfied my physically advantageous sample with David O'Reilly, which leaves only one choice. Charlie Smith. The old man? Charlie Smith? Who the hell is that? Wait, we don't know Charlie Smith.
Lost your mind.
Norlock Homeless. Oh no. Telling him you found a prime suspect for the murder of Elizabeth may be a wise way to lure him out. Take a photograph of me sitting in the wheelchair. I think you're right. I think he did kill Elizabeth. He has a soft spot for Elizabeth. Use that soft spot.
Swine!
This is quite the wheelchair. If enlarged, it could allow anyone to traverse public highways without a license. In fact, I can hardly believe such a fascinating discovery could have been made in this rustic sty. God dang hellhole. Once that mad scientist pays off my debt, I'm severing all ties with him. I've got no choice but to do his dirty work right now. I just need a little more to be a little more patient, and I'll finally be free. Free of debt hell at last. You have no choice, Naomi. Just keep your chin up and get this done. Naomi's feeling terrible right now. So terrible, she's going to kick a hedgehog. And I think that's the first time we ever got hide from a hedgehog. This sucks. This really sucks. The little girl was like always nice to me. Lynette gave me a share of her wine. And now homeless, Norlock homeless, my partner, my investigative partner, who helped me take on Excalibur of all things. Hey, Norlock.
Hey!
I've got something to tell you. Cat got your tongue, dear Haywood. It appears as if you're under a great deal of stress. Hiding a secret, are we? Well, that was quick. Yeah, you got me. The truth is... Out with it now. Imagine you're at a confessional. I might have figured out who killed Elizabeth.
Fascinating.
I can't ignore a lead like that. But if you wish to have me spring into action, you need to show me proof.
Oh.
Bleeding Nora! Yeah. Pretty damning photo, ain't it?
Fascinating.
What is this chap doing in Elizabeth's wheelchair?
Unbelievable.
William would never give it up. And besides, it's important evidence.
Unbelievable.
How did this happen? How? Right. Thank you for this intriguing piece of evidence.
We'll meet again.
I feel I may need to look into this in greater detail of my own. You better not hurt the little bird. God dang hellhole. This can't be good for them.
Incredible! Truly incredible!
Can you possibly comprehend the full scope of how incredible this is, subhuman? I knew this was a bad idea. Why are you even doing these tests?
So?
Why?
Mine!
Did you just question the purpose of my experiments? Yes, you know. I happen to thoroughly enjoy subhumans of your ilk. Allow me to explain exactly. Oh, we got a monologuing. I'll begin by showing all the other subhumans a video of my Trinity Incredibilis. Then I'll have the psychology experts spread the word of how this phenomenon is good for your health. Lastly, I'll have all those rotten lawyers draft up a policy that will make my entire operation legally watertight. Hardly a trifle when I think of all the subhumans who will happily line up to hand over their hard-earned money.
Nope.
Yeah, right. People will catch on to the scam like that in no time and bury your ass in all kinds of accusations and attacks.
Ridiculous.
Imbecile! Why would I ever want to avoid that? In fact, I'm going to make sure I encourage the hate. I'm going to use my Trinity Incredibilis ray to transform all subhumans in this town into cats and dogs. Then I'm going to stream it live on the internet as a miraculous new treatment that could save your life.
Seriously?
But if you do that, all those subhumans out there who think they're so smart and clever will watch my stream and say, it's fake, it's obvious, ban that a-hole's account. But then another group of subhumans are willing to grasp at anything in order to sustain their health will rise up and say, they're trying to cancel this revolutionary new medical treatment. It's a conspiracy run by the power-hungry corporate. This is hitting really close to home. This game is getting a little too real, people. You really think it'll go that smoothly? Of course it will. How could subhumans react any other way? And the subhumans whose excess funds are burning the biggest holes in their pockets will rise up and say, those bigoted hicks out in the countryside actually tried to keep this miraculous new treatment a secret from the rest of us? If something that amazing really exists, then I deserve to have first dibs on it because I've got the money to pay for it. And once they succeed in deleting my video and my account, they would inadvertently prove the conspiracy theory was true. And subhumans who wish to try this new medical treatment will instantly start registering the moment I reveal my new facility. Morning Bell News stocks will skyrocket, and my research funds will multiply infinitely. And in the end, my research team will go down in history forever. You needn't worry. I'm a fair man. I'll ensure all that cooperate with me will attain their own piece of the glory. Rejoice, subhuman. Your name will also be recorded in the great book of scientific history. Hell if I care. God, this is getting really, really real. I'm starting to believe that this is all Sweary's reaction to everything that's been going on lately. They have to be like Umbrella. Wait a second. Wait a second. Uh-oh, is that my boss? Of course it was. You expected modern scientists to go on researching in a primitive region that lacks internet access? It's very nice to finally make your acquaintance, Naomi Hayward. I am Flora Kelly, CEO of Morning Bell News. In that case, I got something to say to you. This mad scientist of yours has no concept of what human rights are. He's nuts! Everything that's gone on in this little lab is a total complete nightmare. Is your entire HR team asleep at the wheel? Yes, that sounds very complicated. And? How could you ever sign off on this BS? Listen here, my little idealistic journalist. What do you think is necessary in order to uphold human rights? Well, the Constitution, laws, activist groups?
What?
How naive. Money is all you need to uphold human rights. And so we make as much money as we can and pay taxes as we are legally obligated to do. Then the government uses that money in order to protect the human rights of all the other people in the whole wide world. This game is getting very depressing very quickly. How many of the 196 countries in our world do you think are seriously worried about human rights? To the modern world, human rights are minor league products with very low profit margins. Now, is that the only direct appeal you have for your CEO, Mrs. Journalistic Justice Warrior? In that case, I'll leave the rest up to Lucy, the one who's been emailing me. This is my coworker. Huh? But I thought Lucy was supposed to be over here. What? I actually thought she'd physically traveling with them. How awfully antiquated of you. It's 8 hours from JFK to Heathrow. Another 8 from Heathrow to Rainy Woods. Talk about a waste of time. Bye now. Hey, Lucy. Hi there. I'm Lucy Turner, special correspondent from Division 2 of the CEO office at Morning Bell. I never realized your company was this bad. Now, I'd like to begin by going over the first schedule. First, tomorrow morning. Before that, answer me one question. Are you on their side, too? Mrs. Hayward, I'm afraid I don't understand your question. Unless you have any other pressing matters, I'd like to return to the task at hand. Oh, that reminds me. I really like that story you sent me. The one about Dick Whittington and his cat. What are you talking about? Now then, back to schedule. Dude, I'd rather have Umbrella. Even Lucy betrayed me. How could I have been so stupid? Can't let them get away with this. I know. I'll just tell everyone in town what's going on and get them to help me out. I just realized something, by the way. We've been getting emails from somebody named E. That's Elizabeth. It has to be. I don't think Elizabeth's dead.
Out of here, you!
Oh no. John will believe me.
Go! Out of here!
Oh no. What about Michelle?
Get lost.
I get the feeling you're not flavour of the month around here any. Don't worry though, they're not mean enough to take the house away from you. So if you get a bit peckish or need a nap, you can still head home.
No.
Not sure I'd recommend it, but Dr. Anderson might even give you some food if you're desperate.
Horatio, what about you, buddy? I peed for you. Hey, you got a minute?
Leave.
Morris?
Away with you.
Come on, guys. I just need one of you. The vet. He'll listen to me. I'm legitimately upset. George?
Shoot!
And listen to this music. Henry. Come on, Virginia, you know about conspiracies and stuff. You're a live streamer. You get this, right?
going.
Benedict, come on, you and me, we drank all day.
Right then, off with you.
This is Jan. You're the sweetest person in town. You always bring me scones.
Out, I say.
Oh my god! I'm legitimately really upset by this. Salome.
Off with you.
You'll believe me! Come on! Come on, Lobster! Redeem yourself!
Lobster!
Come on, dude. You're the only one who will help me out. Come on, please.
Lobster! Hey, what's your game?
How am I the last person? There ain't anyone out there who could do a cooler pose than me. Hey, you don't seem like yourself today, Yuppie. You sure what God it takes to keep on keeping out there? I know. I want to take a picture so you can just see how much of a loser you look like today. Do whatever you want. Damn, something's really got you down. Don't tell me you're actually quitting the newspaper business. I might be at this rate.
What's that?
What? What'd you say? You think a talentless scrub like you could ever make a living doing anything other than spitting words? And you still have that big ass debt, don't you? Why don't you throw away the only good thing you got going for you?
Huh?
Enough whimpering already. Just tell me what happened, Yuppie. I'll give you a little counseling session for free, just this once. Serves you right, Benedict Arnold.
Hey, what's your game?
They're not trying to ostracize you. What? They're still being kind to you, even though you don't freaking deserve it.
What's that?
Come on, you stole crap and kidnapped people. If we were anywhere else, you'd already be in the can by now. But not a single one of them has turned you in, right? They just told you to leave. Oh. Took you long enough. Now that you figured it out, you know what you really got to do, right? I need to stop Morning Bell. I need to take responsibility for what happened and stop those assholes. Otherwise, I would just be accepting the death of journalism. Social media gave everyone the ability to become a news source themselves. But without justice, the news business will crumble like a pillar of dust. We're the real pros. We need to use the power of the news to stop evil from screwing everything up. Just how stupid are you? You think that crap has anything to do with being a real pro? It was still a pretty good speech, though. I usually don't say this, but it brought a little tear to my eye, a tiny one. Out of respect for that wicked speech of yours, I think I might just help you out on this one, Yuppie. Daniel, really?
Hey, what's your game?
It's too early to be thinking about thanking me. We can't clean up this whole mess by ourselves now, can we? We need to find someone in town who's willing to help out. Got any ideas? Someone in town who's willing to help.
True.
Dan, yes. Will. I'd honestly rather not, but it seems I have no choice. Let me start off by apologizing. I'm really, really sorry. I'm not ready to accept your apology just yet, but I will nonetheless. Because there's one thing I know for sure. You really were trying to solve the mystery behind my beloved sister's death, and nothing will change that. Thanks, I really appreciate it. Lizzie sure is lucky to have a big brother who knows how to listen to reason. All right, Lucy, meeting time. Lucy, but she's... Lucy is on our side. Come on, Yuppie, don't tell me you didn't notice. Notice what? Didn't Lucy mention the Dick Whittington story to you? Now that you mention it, she did. That's the story about the guy who made buku bucks thanks to his cat and used it for charity, right? So by that, Lucy's trying to say that there's a way to use Morning Bell's evil plans to do good, you idiot. It was all code. Ain't that right, Lucy? Yes, Danielle, that's exactly what I meant. Deep down, you knew you could still trust me, right, Naomi? Of course I did. I was like, that's my Lucy. What are you looking at me like that for? All right, we got our allies, y'all. We got our allies. Get down to business. To defeat Morning Bell. Before I begin, I'd like to make one thing clear. I don't think that physically stopping the stream will get us anywhere. After they deal with us, they'll just try to do the same thing again. Instead, we need to make sure that their plans end up benefiting us instead. They know that the stream will incite criticism, and they even work that into their plan. But what if it ends up inciting more backlash than they're prepared for? I saw that. Isn't that great? We can utilize that to get the people on our side. Yes, what a plan. Modern and unhinged. I love it. But what exactly do we need to do? Imagine what would happen if they fired the ray at the townspeople when they were already transformed. A strange laser being fired at cute little dogs and cats, and nothing happens? What would people think?
Well now.
Oh, Lucy Tunn, I dare say you're no less crafty than Richard III himself. The people will tear the stream apart. After all, at that point, it'll be nothing more than a broadcast of animal abuse. And if they already advertise that the strange device of theirs is being a miraculous new medical technology, when they fire it on animals and nothing happens, will be the most controversial fake news of the century. Sweary... Dude, y'all, Sweary made this game just to criticize today's political climate. That's all this game is. This is Sweary's way of making a political statement about today's political climate. What if they try to fire the ray at humans during the stream?
Yes.
I can interfere with the streaming plan. We need to show cute kitties and puppies if we want people to keep watching through the experiments. That will force them to fire the ray at cats and dogs to keep the public's attention. Genius. Now for problem 2. Morning Bell News is a supermassive corporation. How are we going to ensure that enough people to rattle such a powerful company watch the stream? Even if it's a stream of animal abuse, if only 5 people tune in, it'll be gone before anyone notices. We'll use Flamingo. Naomi has over 150,000 followers, and Daniel has 90. I'll have a marketing team working to boosting those numbers even further. Neither of them will be able to upload any photos to Flamingo while we're working on this. But until the day of the stream, I'll make sure both accounts attain international notoriety.
Indeed.
And then we can use them to make sure people all around the world tune in. And that only leaves the final problem. How are we going to make sure nothing happens when they fire the ray? We need everyone's help to solve this one. We need to make sure the device can't be used until the stream begins. Then we have to take out the glowing moss. Luckily, we happen to have a fungus expert living among us. Fungus living among us, really?
Yes.
Alright guys, this is it. I was thinking, All right, we're going to keep pushing forward. We gotta talk to Bruno. Who knew the guy that gave us our very first side mission would be the guy to save our lives? I don't know.
Hey,
I need your help, Bruno. Good grief, you must be out of your bloody mind if you ever think we'll help you out again. Of course, let me start by apologizing. I'm truly, truly sorry. Ah! Hold on, there's a wife. Sorry. You get hugs. Okay, I'm back. I needed hugs. Alright. I don't see her often. That's why I have to give her a hug. Okay. I bet you he does have lobsters in an aquarium. You want to know how to kill the glowing moss, right? I certainly don't like the idea of killing any type of fungus, but this is for the sake of saving the town, isn't it? Exactly! I reckon the glowing moss already has the ability to absorb light. Good grief, it's probably evolved in a way that could survive in dark places, but it probably can't survive if it gets flooded with too much light. Good grief, I don't know, a few days worth of direct sunlight, I'd say? Maybe John and that doohickey of his. A while back, everyone in town took a group photo together. In order to make sure it turned out well, he gave the camera this crazy flash. I think he called it the ultimate flash. Good grief, it was so bright I couldn't believe it. Felt like the sun had fallen right out of the sky into my lap. Good grief, just apologize like you really mean it. Okay, can I be honest? In most video games and movies like this, I have a hard time remembering every character. I remember every single one of these characters. Like, I am so literally attached to all of them. Like, I legitimately love this small town.
hey,
John! John! We got trouble. You're the only one who can help. John! I'm just going to have to sneak around your garage and borrow the ultimate flash. Did they really?
this is the ultimate flash. If I take this back, then...
Freeze! Oh, bugger off.
First you treat Mom like a murderer, and now you come to rob us? Are you a complete monster? I agree with you. Don't even bother trying to milk sympathy out of me. You can't fool me twice. This gun I'm holding is a new prototype. The atomic disassemblator. Wait, isn't that what they use in Looney Tunes? One shot from this and you can say goodbye to your body and hello to oblivion. I think. You really hate me that much? In that case, let me say one thing. Go on, out with it! At least you could say a piece before I disassemblate you. Please let me apologize for everything I've done thus far. I'm sorry. You really think I'm stupid enough to believe... dying. Naomi!
I'll bugger off.
Bollocks! Just apologize for everything. If I killed you now, I'd only leave a bad taste in my mouth. John, you need my ultimate flash, right? William told me what's going on. Here, take it. I'll lend it to you. You sure? I don't trust you. In fact, I don't even like you. But honestly, you're probably the only one who can save my dear now. And besides, my atomic disassemblator can't so much light a cigarette yet. So I'm placing all my bets on you, partner. By the way, the wiring into the ultimate flash is a bit funny. It might break if you use it too many times in a row. So be careful. Wait, did it say it's useless after 1,000 uses? Disassembulator. Oh god, here we go. Here we go. Is this it? Dude, if you use it on them now, they'll get crushed in the cage. Here we go. Are you guys ready? Chat, are you ready? You nervous, yuppie? I don't know. It feels like I'm just watching this all play out from behind a screen or something. Ha! A little late for that, don't you think? Anyways, check this out. That's my Flamingo account.
Seriously?
3 million followers? I've never seen a number that big before. So no matter what weird crap or maybe floating through your mind right now, there ain't no turning back, yuppie. Yeah. Got it? Let's head out to the square. You're the official photographer of the streaming event, remember? It's showtime, sister! Get out there and act like you're ready to do your job. One more thing. I want to let you in on the real generalist secret to success. When you get to the point where you're thinking, oh no, I'm screwed, that's when you really got to shine. And in that moment, all you need to do is, I'm not doing the lobster pose. Lobster! I'm going to cosplay as him. According to a press report released from Morning Bell, this massive media conglomerate based out of New York City, at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. GMT time tonight, they plan on making a shocking world-changing announcement from the small town of Rainy Woods located in northern England. The details are not made clear yet, but the press report states the following. Up until this moment, the insular rural town of Rainy Woods has kept a miraculous therapy technique all to themselves. Thanks to the efforts of Morning Bell's research team, this technique has been rediscovered using scientific technology. Rumors are currently circulating online due to a leak that states that this therapy has the power to cure late-stage cancer. These guys are truly horrible. If this is true, it means the people of Rainy Woods have used tradition as an excuse to stand by and watch thousands of cancer victims die. In response to this, the pediatric cancer specialist commented, claiming this to be inexcusable from any ethical perspective. Other late-stage cancer specialists have shared similar statements of disapproval. This is the most, This gave birth to Open RW movement that is currently escalating on the internet. As we speak, debates continue to rage concerning whether or not late-stage cancer treatment is actually possible. Meanwhile, a massive piece of graffiti art has been spotted on the wall of the hospital in Rainwood, Arkansas. The movement is showing no signs of quieting down, and some fear bigger problems are already on the horizon. Does this miraculous treatment technique that hails from Rainy Woods actually have the power to cure late-stage cancer? These people are monsters. The one thing everybody would tune in for would be this. The cure to cancer. Oh my God, talk about weaponizing the press.
Swine!
We're 30 minutes out. Hurry, you miserable subhumans.
Be gone!
What do you
inferior
want, subhuman? You're keeping me from my preparations. Get out of my sight.
Help me out here?
Lost your mind?
Because they're the candidates to be the next mayor of this town. I see. And they possess the wisdom to make it good with a celebrity like me, and the election will be a shoo-in. I'll need to continue experimenting here for quite a while, so I ought to make sure the next mayor owes me something. Yes, mustache twirl, mustache twirl. So be it. I'll grace the candidate with my presence. No, this game has gotten really realistic, and that's why it's so depressing. Say cheese.
Well now.
Eyes up here.
Well now.
Give me some poses that will look good on a poster.
Well now.
All eyes are on me. The whole town's here.
You ready, Naomi?
All right, chat. Who's ready for this? All right. This is it, guys. Insomnia's ready. Fightin', are you ready? Fightin's ready. Smirky, are you ready? Let's do this.
Point the ultimate flash towards the glowing moss and smother it in light.
It should die after 10 hits. Okay. I actually have to work on this. One. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We did it! Mini boss battle! Alright, now for the password. That reminds me, William. Is that rumor about you and Ellen true?
Boy.
Excuse me, how dare you bring up such a thing? That's it! The photo shoot is over! Dr. Anderson, I'm deeply grateful for a genius such as yourself was kind enough to share so much time with me. You can thank me after you won your petty little election. Don't let this mediocre limitations ruin this. Okay. That was a tricky boss battle, guys. But did it work?
It is finally time for the experiment to begin.
Controller
Sorry to
down.
keep you all waiting, squirming subhuman rabble of the world. Listen up. Rejoice, for you are about to witness a miraculous new form of medical treatment. In your wildest dreams, or even perhaps your darkest nightmares, you miserable creatures could never possibly imagine the phenomenon you're about to witness today. But in order for you subhumans to fully understand the importance of the experiment I'm about to perform, we must go back to 1940.
Dr. Anderson, let me remind you that capitalist society values evidence over debate. I've prepared a segment to discuss the details of the experiment, complete with its own special flip chart.
Well, if my sponsor is that adamant about it, I suppose there's no harm in adjusting my schedule. Pay close attention, insects of the world. This very moment, Nicholas Anderson is going to change the future of the human race. Behold the power of science! That's odd. Allow me to increase the output.
Ha! What a shambles! They outdid themselves with the spectacle, but it was all a hollow pretense.
If only the great Lizzie Borden could see this. I wonder if the max output level is 42?
But that's impossible! So be it! Full power!
Dreadful, huh?
What is that man doing? This is animal abuse.
God dang!
Mr. White, you're the resident expert on Rainy Woods history, right? Is it true this dinky little town's been hiding a miraculous cure for late-stage cancer from the world?
Oh, if only. Then my beloved Bond would still be here with me right now.
It's a lie? Nothing but a big fat lie?
I'm afraid I'm far too old to have the energy to entertain such hearsay. What I can tell you is, that man there on the stage came up to me and said, "Sell all the land you own to us. Morning Bell News knows exactly how to get the most use out of it." Then he passed me a large contract that already had Mrs. Kelly's signature. But when I politely declined, he tells me, "So be it, not like it matters. You subhumans will end up handing over all your land to us for free anyway."
Oh, shit!
Yes, that's what he said.
You saying it was all just some heinous conspiracy? That the miraculous treatment Morning Bell News advertised was nothing but a bald-faced lie?
They were trying to use this town to suck up people's cash with some phony medical facility. Then, they tried to push the hashtag OpenRW movement so you'd sell your land for cheap. They wanted Rainy Woods to be the most hated place on Earth.
That's what all this ruckus was for? Whew, scary stuff, huh?
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this little country town is clean, peaceful. Frankly, it looks like your regular, middle-of-nowhere town to me. Yet some big corporation spent a ton of money trying to crush this town using fake news. You're gonna let them get away with this? Your town might be next. Think about it. Any one of you suffer the same fate. It's time for us to rise up. Forget the hashtag OpenRW movement.
Now, it's hashtag SaveRW. Save Rainy Woods from fake news. Lobster!
Breaking news. The #1 trending hashtag has switched over to SaveRW. People all over the world are rising up to and advocating to save Rainy Woods. The masses are standing up to the hoaxes and monopolistic evil foisted down upon those in power. This is all good, but who killed Elizabeth?
Tech team, what are you waiting for? Cut the cord! Stop the stream! I said stop the stream! What? It's going to take time to shut everything down? You useless morons! Just pull the wires out! Right now! Nicholas!
experiment to succeed. If it succeeds, then everything will.
Dr. Nicholas Anderson. That's it. Right here, right now, you're fired. Next time you see my face is in the courtroom.
What?
As for you, tech idiots, if you don't want to end up the same way as him, then stop the damn stream already. Blow the generator if you have to.
You notice that their stock is plummeting in the
That
background?
sounds really dangerous.
That stuff is expensive. I don't want to be responsible for breaking it.
The manual said to never stop a stream, even if you're getting flamed. All publicity is good publicity.
Subhuman. It was you! You did this, didn't you? Subhuman. How dare you? How dare you turn me into content without my permission?
Yeah!
Lobster!
Naomi, kick!
Damn you, damn you, damn you! I hope you subhumans rot in hell!
You think I'm gonna let you go?
You! Do something, you imbecilic blockhead! That subhuman over there has yet to pay off her debt. Now get over there and do your job!
My girl!
When that great lump kidnapped me, he said to me, don't worry. The insanity this company's been up to will definitely catch up with them one day. And yet, he didn't help you lot out when you were trying to stop the insanity. Honestly, nothing worse than a pathetic yes man.
This town scares me.
Says the woman who brought the wrath of the internet mob on a massive news corporation.
Guess you're right.
You're the one responsible for this? Don't think you won, little girl. You miserable excuse for a journalist.
Oh no, I know I didn't win. But the people of Rainy Woods did.
Screw you! I'm going to get my army of lawyers and crush you like the tiny, insignificant, pathetic punk you are! Great work, Naomi. Just leave the rest to me. I'll email you later.
Whew. This the part where we get the happily ever after?
Lobster! We did it, Yuppie. We kicked their freaking asses. You know, the first time I saw you, I had a feeling you'd rise up to kick some ass someday. But you also seemed like the ultimate chowderhead, so I wasn't sure which way it was gonna go. Should have known my intuition was right on the mark.
I'm amazed you can say all that with a straight face.
Well, you've still got room for improvement, a whole yacht load of improvement. So I'm gonna give you a little advice as your mentor here. The most important thing for you to learn is how to walk away from all the assholes in the world. Otherwise, they'll just trick you into a big pile of debt again.
Okay, okay.
But enough about that. We should be celebrating right now. You, me, all the bumpkins, we frickin' did it! Hey, Yuppie, what are you doing?
Walking away from an asshole, just like you taught me. Later!
Lobster!
We became famous. Oh, look at that pretty kitty. Yes, they resigned. That reminds me. Hold on, one real fast. Let me get one thing. No, Jack. No, Jack. Alright. Sorry, guys, I had to grab something. Where'd my headphones go? My trip to the infamous Rainy Woods. An age in which video evidence means nothing. Oh, wow. Major social media services delete all traces of Rainy Woods. But who killed Elizabeth? Is this really the ending you wanted? Who cares? Not like I started this job because I really wanted to. Alright then, if you're fine with it, then so am I. Meanwhile, I want to keep my eye on the whole Save RW situation, see how it pans out. So I'll be saying sayonara to this town pretty soon. I mean, it's not like I'll be finding anyone posting stuff about Save RW here. I still think Elizabeth did it to herself. I don't know, I'm still thinking. I figured you'd say that. Well, just make the journey of self-discovery doesn't take up your whole life. Life's a bit shorter than you may think it is. Later, chowderhead. So long, lobster.
After the stream, Morning Bell News' stock price crashed. All of the management were prosecuted and resigned, with CEO Flora Kelly at the forefront. Meanwhile, Naomi signed a special contract with the new managers. As part of that, Morning Bell bought Naomi's Flamingo account for a hell of a lot of money.
Lobster!
In return, Naomi announced to the world that the entire stream was all just a fiction of her creation. She claimed she staged the broadcast in an attempt to revitalize the small town of Rainy Woods. And so, with Naomi's confession, the curtain was finally closed on the incident.
Wow!
At long last, Naomi managed to pay off her debt, and still had a nice amount left over from the sale. Obviously, such an admission meant she had to give up her role as a journalist.
I'll go sit.
Drinking this early in the day. Seems like you're really living the high life now, Naomi Haywood. But a beer simply doesn't fit your character. I can't think of anyone else that would look better drinking absinthe right now.
Jeez.
What do you guys want already? We came to thank you on behalf of the entire town. Everyone's grateful for what you did, and as a representative, I feel it's only suitable that I pass it on directly. Thank you so much!
Seriously?
Wait, hold on. I'm the one who caused all the trouble. You shouldn't be thanking me. I should still be apologizing. Are you mental? You ain't the only person Morning Bell News could have sent up here. They could have sent someone up with class, education, smart, resilient, hardworking, accomplished, charismatic, quick-witted, or a totally scrupulous person for all we know. Yeah, I guess you're right. And you really could have acted like a smart person had you wanted to, but you chose justice right until the end. Even if it did happen to be an inferior happenstance, that's still enough for you to deserve our gratitude. Happenstance, huh? Yeah, who am I to say? Naomi Happenstance Haywood. Humans are just like poems. Something born from miasma, purely out of coincidence. That is what we call poetry. That is what we call life. You should be proud. Who killed Elizabeth? Now that you had more to share compliments, Miss Half-Wit Dream Queen, where do you plan to go in here? Don't you think it's about time you took a step forward when it comes to taking back your life?
Indeed.
Exactly. You can't possibly spend your days submerged in a pub. Just stuck on the ultimate decision. The ultimate decision? Yeah. The ultimate goddamn hellhole of decisions.
That's right, Naomi. Just as you said, this is your ultimate decision. You've gained a lot while in this town. Even learned some things. But you've also lost a lot, haven't you? It's time for this tale to come to an end. But which decision, which ending is the right one?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I gotta choose. I'm leaning towards option A. I can't quick save. There's no quick save. I'm going with option A. We gotta donate the money. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I made my decision. It's the right decision. What the hell's this?
Five days on from the stream, and hardly anyone was making posts using #SaveRW anymore.
That was the quickest credits I've ever seen. Alright, let's get the epilogue out of the way.
Though later, some occultish kind of groups could be seen using it for their own purposes. Their posts mostly revolved around Cortana, the glowing moss, and the vampire's blood. These have got to be out-of-place artifacts, they'd say, although it rarely caught on. And when a #SaveRW-centric blog posted snippets from a Morning Bell News article, those small groups were completely snuffed out as well. In those Morning Bell snippets, it basically said that Cortana, the glowing moss, and the vampire's blood could all be proven using modern science.
Alright.
So all those occulty types couldn't rely on the hashtag to support their theories anymore.
So we used our money to basically snuff out any rumors that something big was going on in the town.
And they gradually moved on to #LobsterPose.
All right, lads and ladies, raise your hand if you're not here.
Good grief. How do you expect them to do that? Let's hurry up and get going already before my pies get cold.
Let us begin this celebratory banquet at once. First, a round of applause for this town's new hero and the sponsor of this grand feast, Naomi Haywood. Well deserved.
I would ask for a toast, but before that, I have a very important announcement to make.
Sorry, but once the drinking starts, no one will listen, especially our guest of honor.
All of the money that Miss Haywood donated to our town, will be used now and forever in protecting its secrets.
And as thanks, we hereby declare that Naomi Harewood is now an honorary citizen of Rainy Woods.
Congrats, Miss Honorary Citizen!
I always knew great things awaited you, Dame Haywood.
Now then, on to the toast.
Benedict, if you would please lead us.
We are gathered here today, and I really have only one thing left to say. Cheers!
But who killed Elizabeth? Wait, was that her? Naomi ended up losing her status as a journalist due to the Rainy Woods incident, but thanks to a certain crafty someone at Morning Bell, she managed to get her Flamingo account back. At one moment, she'd gotten over 3 million followers, a far cry from what she's got now, but still more than enough for someone like her. Now she needs to keep uploading photos so that steady stream of emotes doesn't dry up. With a little hard work, she might end up becoming yet another global influencer who lives in the middle of nowhere. I still believe in you, Naomi.
And so, she became penniless yet again.
How many endings does this have? Oh, that's right. I'm dead broke again. I should have kept a little for myself instead of getting it carried away.
Naomi, it's a fact of life that money comes and goes. Having wealth can bring richness to life. But what if you come to rely on it, eh? Go sod it. Who cares? As long as you're happy. Right, that's me done, I suppose. From here on, the story is yours to tell. Whatever happens though, Naomi, have a good life.
Cheers.
Chasing pointless gossip in the middle of nowhere. Maybe this is the career most suited for me. Oh, but Miss Naomi, do be careful not to drink too much.
There she is!
What? You're... The last one left the special running shoes with you. May I take them?
The last one?
Thank you. I knew that going to Fancy and Bunny was the right choice. I feel like I could run a whole marathon in these. But you're... Oh, and you're free to keep using your house in Rainy Woods however you please. It seems like everyone still has some favours to ask of you too. And perhaps there are even a few mysteries left for you to solve. I just hope you know you are free to stay in our town as long as it suits you. But I saw you. You... It wasn't a dream, was it? Happiness is something that travels from person to person. And this is Rainy Woods, the happiest town in the world. Does that make sense? What?
Rainy Woods is the happiest town in the world? Happiness is something that travels from person to person? Who cares? C'est la vie! Goddamn
Well, that got dark. Elizabeth is the happiness of the town. That's what... Hey, Watson, the parrot, that was Sweary. Wait, Mr. Sweary? What do you mean, Mr. Sweary? Basically, Elizabeth is the happiness of the town that gets passed down person to person. She's different generations of, different reincarnations of the same person, keeping the happiness in the town. And when the happiness was threatened, she died and then basically replaced herself with a woman wanting to destroy the happiness. Elizabeth murdered the CEO to protect the town. That's what she said. The last one asked you for shoes. Okay? So the last reincarnation. That's why if you looked at the town charter, it said that her age was unknown. She was the town. She's basically the spirit of Rainy Woods. And her sacrifice, her death, her murder, basically was set up to replace the person sent to destroy them. What a twistedly dark ending! Oh, this game is wonderful! Does that ending make start to you guys? Start. Does that ending make sense to you guys? Yeah, that's basically it. She is Rainy Woods. Like, she is Rainy Woods. She is the spirit of the town. And she's still going to be in the town. Listen to this. They helped Sweary from when he was tired. Here is his favorite people. I love you, Sweary. You're so goddamn wholesome. Yeah, so she knew somebody was trying to destroy the town, and she swapped her murdered body with the CEO to make sure the CEO never has the chance to come after Naomi. Kind of like a weird timey-wimey thing. That was dark. A Sweary game. The Good Life. God bless you, Sweary. I don't really have much to say during I give a review during credits. I don't have much to say. You all know what I think. I love this game. It's whimsical. It's wonderful. The townspeople are so loving and so sweet that I've gotten to know almost all of them. And photo evidence too. Secrets to the town. Impossible. Hey! Guys? Hello, Mr. Sweary? What are you doing here? I'm a special reward for Kickstarter backers. Oh, come on! Oh, I can't talk to him because I didn't back the game. Sweary! Sweary, you! Urgh. Oh, I've got to YouTube this. It could be, yeah. Sweary, you cheeky little... Oh, you cheeky... Oh, dude, if I knew this was a Kickstarter, I would have supported you. Oh.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, we do got an email. Let's go look at the email. I didn't know there was a Kickstarter. I don't follow Kickstarters. Rainy Woods Info Hub. Greeting from Rainy Woods. To our beloved readers, we're sorry for not sending any new newsletters. This will be the last issue of the Rainy Woods Info newsletter. That's all for today. Have a good life. Well, all there's left now is just to... Oh, I can't do this anymore because the newspaper shut down. Oh, that's funny. I will send Sweary a goddamn check. Well, that's it. That's the game, my friends. But there's one thing we have to do. One quick thing before we end the stream. So, first of all, I want to say thank you for everybody for joining us on this incredible journey. Insomnia, Fightin', David, Claus, Smirky, anybody else who's been sneaking around in the background. Thank you for joining me on The Good Life. I played this game for 20 minutes and then stopped because I knew this had to be something we had to live stream. The weirdness of the game when I played the first 20 minutes, I was just like, stop everything, we're live streaming this. It's so weird, so unique, so sweary. I had to live stream this. Now, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for joining us. And we're not going to say, see you next time, this time. I got something different for everybody. I want everyone who's in chat to pay attention. I'm only doing this once. Lobster! Have a good night, guys. See you in Discord.